What have I learned in 5 years of being retired? I don't know. I don't know if I've learned anything ever the 60 years prior to that. If you YouTube it, they will come. Hey, this way. There we go. All right. We're on air. My name is Brian Harder. I'm 65, been retired for 5 years. What have I learned? I've learned get my ass out of the lazy boy. My goodness, 4 years. 4 years I sat in that lazy boy, and I was rotten. Rotting. And maybe I was rotten. Do you know when you retire, it's a wonderful thing. You got 8 additional hours, approximately. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less, I don't know. And you've got that very comfortable lazy boy sitting right there. And so you get a little more time to relax in that lazy boy if you choose, of which I did. It's still sitting there. I don't know why I haven't taken it to the dumpster yet, or landfill. But that puts you closer to the you got 8 hours closer to a refrigerator and snacks and whatever else you might be consuming. And don't let the old man in. That's what was happening. The old man was quickly sinking deeper and deeper into that lazy boy, because that's what retirement is. Maybe for some. Not for me, not anymore. I luckily was able to peel myself out of it before I died in it. And that was what was going to happen. It's still really comfortable. But I got out of that lazy boy, and for those of you who may not know what a lazy boy is, it's a recliner. Anyway, and I came out here to the garage, and I'm doing what I'm doing right now, which is walking. And in case you're interested, it's a 2.5 mile an hour pace. It's 0 incline, but I am just walking. And I did that all of last year, almost every single day of last year. Patting myself on the back, I became a prisoner to this goofy watch right here, seeing how many steps I was getting each day. But over the course of the year, I averaged 12,500 steps a day for the whole year. Fantastic, great habit to get into. It is a habit of mine now, but I'm no longer a prisoner to this watch, Apple Watch. Count your steps. I'm not a prisoner to knowing how many steps I have to get in any given day. But it's a great habit. I continue that habit to this day, and I hopefully will continue walking. But I since have tweaked a few things in retirement, and what have I learned? I've learned that walking's good for me. And it's good for me in a few different ways. It not only is it good for me, the time I was spending in a lazy boy I'm out of, the old man was settling in. It was sinking deep, and we didn't need that. The other thing that I've learned in retirement in a few short years is that if you hit the button on that iPhone and record a few things, that it might tell you a little, you might learn a little something about yourself, who you are. That's pretty cool. I learned that I didn't have to have a retirement plan to retire. And every YouTube channel will tell you better have a plan. I did not. No plan. So the 5 years of retirement, walking out the door, my last day at work, not knowing it was going to be my last day at work until I told them it was my last day at work at the end of the day, with no plan. I'm still here 5 years later. I didn't run out of money. I did get a part-time job. I thought I had to keep busy. I wasn't really quite ready to be done. I had no plan. And that's not a bad thing. I could say it was a bad thing. I actually think it was for me, it was a great thing. It was the best thing that could have ever happened. I left at what I considered United States Postal Service as a mailman. I considered it a very toxic job, a job that I didn't want from day one. And 28 years later, I walked away from that job. So I learned I could survive without a job. Anyway, what have I learned? I've learned that retirement is awesome. You can do anything you want, when you want, if you want. It's all yours. And if I'm to give any advice at all, it's you don't have to have a plan. There is not a blueprint for any one individual. It's all different. I still have a mortgage on my home. They know you should have that mortgage paid off. Well, I don't have it paid off and won't have it paid off for a little bit yet. What other items? I've broke about every rule you possibly could have with what they say you should have in retirement. I'm an infant in retirement. I'm 5 years in. I'm surviving in a positive way. Surviving meaning I've survived 5 years and it's been a good 5 years. Learned a lot. Now walking a lot. And it's fun, people. When and if you could get out, when you could get out, I'm not going to tell you when that might be. I can tell you my experience is getting out as soon as you can has been good for me. But it's up to each individual. No retirement plan. I broke every rule. Ask me questions. Like, subscribe. My name's Brian Harder. That's what I've learned in 5 years of retirement. If you YouTube it, they will come.